Good morning everyone. So today is Sunday, it's my last day in Palm Springs. Tomorrow I'm going on to Arizona, to Scottsdale, in Phoenix, and Laurie is driving back up towards San Francisco, so she's got a 6-hour drive this afternoon. So we decided to just do easy trails today, a couple of them, and all of them will be in this environment, in little canyons that are completely exposed unless you're right inside the oasis, and the Fern Canyon and the Palm Canyon and Andreas Canyon. That's where we will go for little hikes today. And Laura is already further down there, ground, and just show you the beginning of the trail. So nothing special really, it's going to be very easy, especially when we're in the oasis and have shade. Once we're out of the shade, it's going to be quite hard because it's extremely hot today, and obviously there's no shade anywhere else, only once you're in the oasis. But I'm hoping to see a bighorn sheep because there are quite a few around here apparently, so that would be nice to see one of those. I'm not quite sure if they're the same as our ibexes that we have back home, because they look the same to me, but there's probably a slight difference, or maybe we just call them a different thing in the different countries. So here they're called bighorn sheep. Anyway, this is nice and cool when you're in the oasis. These palm trees are just massive. And I love how they drop their fronds and protect themselves, make them look massive. Oh, what are these huts? They're probably from the indigenous people that used to live here. So little displays on how people used to live. Now the thing is, we're wandering along here aimlessly. We should be looking at the signs. So this is the kind of walking we will be doing today, taking it fairly easy. Still a few miles between. We're going to do probably about 6 miles, possibly more, depending on how hot it gets when we get out of the oasis. None of them have water in their canyons at the moment, possibly Andreas Canyon. So we will go there. Oh, there's a tiny little trail of water. It looks like they've cut a channel in there deliberately. Anyway, we're going to enjoy it and make the best of it. Talk to you later. Must be really quite moist still down there. It's ever so green. Oh, there's water running. Yay. You can hear the water trickle down the bottom as well.
There's stagnant water down there.
Good enough for the plants.
No.
Look at that palm tree over there on the canyon wall. And then the cacti on the sheer cliffs.
Yep.
So now we're leaving Palm Canyon Trail and turn off to a Victor Trail, which brings us right up out into the open. But we might be lucky and see a bighorn sheep. Apparently there's quite a few of them around. It's an endangered species. But it might be a bit too hot for them to come out and show themselves. But look at that view, the mountain backdrop.
We are also on the lookout, although I think it's too late in the day to see, for big horned sheep. Hey, Stephen, watch out for the mean choyas.
Oh yes, I got attacked by one of those cacti yesterday. When I say attacked, it was quite strong wind and the tips of them, that's part of their strategy of God, I can't think of the word now, of multiplying basically, of spreading out, is they drop the tip and it can then roll away in the wind, and one of them rolled straight onto my ankles and it attached itself through my socks and shoe into my skin, and trying to get it off was really difficult. And I tried to do that with my phone and the power pack, and then it stuck to that because it doesn't just have the extremely sharp and long thorns on it, but they seem to be sticky as well. So it was quite a task to get them out, and I had a couple of pricks in my finger, but it says there was a sign there saying they're hazardous, probably because of that, and you can start bleeding, but they're not poisonous. So it's just annoying, and you certainly don't want to have them anywhere inside your shoes or near them. If you were to step on it, it would be rather painful because they'd go right through your skin all the way to the bone. So there, that was my experience yesterday, being attacked by one of the choya cactus. And these ones here are so, I love them. I don't know what they are called, I have to look that up. It's like a whole sea of them. The whole mountain is covered in those little, they look like tree trunks where the tree has been chopped off and the trunk that was left behind and is starting to rot because they're so dark. But they're actually thriving cacti. See, and they seem to be on this side of the mountain. So, is this south north? I'm not quite sure of the directions at the moment. I think it's this is the southern side, I think, and over here is the northern side. That's my opinion anyway at the moment. So there you go, we're outside the canyon now, a buffered, and we're going to go higher up into these ranges and loop back around and down into a different canyon. and then we'll see what we do after that. So we started over there. We can see the building with the main or the bottom of the canyon and the oasis, and we've walked inside that canyon around the corner there in the pleasant shade of all these palm trees, all the way along, all the way along and along and along and around a few corners and bends, as it goes with canyons.
We started way over there at the end, right about there.
And
that building
goes all the way in there
is the trading post.
and further, quite high up actually.
Down and down and
But we've turned off
canyon
at the end of this and come up.
all the way through.
I find it quite funny that
You come up and around.
that fence line of palm trees on there, that's a bit interesting.
Rugged.
Almost looks like it's planted, but I don't think it is here because it's all a reservation, so they're generally not doing anything to disturb the natural environment. So there must just be a flow of water along that ridge up there. Makes it look like a fence. Oh, and in there's a little oasis as well. Wherever the water goes, that's where you get vegetation. There we go.